Whoever invented the speed heat eye, what were you thinking? What in the world were you thinking? Bro, electrical stoves are very dangerous. Like, where's the gas stoves at? I mean, we need a gas stove because these electrical stoves and these speed heat eyes, they're not finna work. This is the second time. No. Guys, it's your girl Desiree and I am back with another YouTube video. As you can tell by the title down below, what this video is going to be about. It's going to be a story time. I haven't done a story time in a while because they've not really been happening. I mean, it has, but it's just like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to be on a story time about the time I almost burned my house down. This happened today. So this is a little bit fresh, okay? Yeah, so we're just going to get into it before. Okay, so this is the second time our house almost burned down. The devil trying us. I'm telling y'all, this is the second time my house almost burned down. My house almost burned down at the beginning of the school year, so around August last year. It was my sister's fault because she was trying to make okay, this is what happened. I cooked dinner, right? I made tacos, right? And so I like to fry the soft tacos. I like to fry them. And so she was like, I don't want to use that old oil. So then she went ahead and reused fresh oil. And the worst invention ever was the speed heat eye. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that eye on the stove, that's the speed heat eye. Oh Lord. She put the oil on the speed heat eye. And then she went upstairs, was going to do something. And then she came, no, she was on her phone. That's what she was on her phone. And then all of a sudden, all we hear is, Mom, Mom, Mom. And all you see is, whoa, the kitchen is up in flames. We had our stove melted, the pots melted, like 2 cabinets melted. It was just a mess. We had to get our whole kitchen redone, new lights, everything. And we had to stay in the hotel. So I had to spend like my first week of school in the hotel. But this story happened today. Okay, so this is what had happened. Okay, so my mom's making she was cooking dinner, right? And so I'm upstairs, right, in my room. I'm finna take a nap, but I'm still on like Instagram. Like, you know how we do before we go to sleep. We just scroll on Instagram and stuff. I was scrolling on Instagram and stuff. And I remember I was looking at Beyonce videos, okay? But anyways, my mom, she was like, I heard her, she was like, Desiree. I said, yes. Well, she didn't call me, but she yelled at me from downstairs, upstairs. She was like, Desiree. All I heard her say was, listen out for the chicken on the stove, okay? She was boiling chicken to make like rice, chicken and rice. And she said, watch out for the chicken. And I said, okay. So she said, listen out for the chicken. And I was like, okay, I'm listening. I got a notification. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, I'm listening out for the chicken. Listen out for the chicken. And apparently she told me to go downstairs as well and watch the chicken. I didn't hear her say all that. All I heard her say was listen for the chicken. And so I'm like, okay, well, anyways, apparently she told me to go downstairs and watch the chicken as well as listen for the chicken. I heard her say something else after she told me to listen for the chicken, but I didn't know that's what she said. So I was like, okay, whatever. And she was going to the store. Now, mind you, I didn't think she was going to be gone that long because she didn't tell me where she was going. So I thought she was just going like the Dollar General. It's a Dollar General around the corner from my house. So I thought she was going to Dollar General or Star Mart or something like that. No, this one was going for a whole 30 minutes to an hour. And so, like, after she left, I love to sleep in the cold. My room was extra cold, so I was like, oh, I'm getting a little sleepy. Like, I'm finna KO. I was like, I'm listening for the chicken in my sleep. Girl, you ain't listening for no chicken in your sleep. It felt like I was asleep for 10 minutes, but no, I was asleep. I wasn't counting time in my sleep. I was asleep for about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay. While the chicken was on the stove, and I think she put it on the speed heat eye as well. So, yeah, and in my mind, 10 minutes later, but it was actually about, 30 minutes later, I was woken up by my sister going, oh my gosh. And then I hear the fire alarm going, beep, my dog barking, har, har, har. And it's going, beep, 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 beep. The alarm going off, everything going off. I'm like, what happened? What happened? I started smelling smoke. I'm like, what? Oops. Luckily, this time, the stove didn't burn down. Luckily, the kitchen didn't burn. Nothing burned in the kitchen, but the food in the pot, the chicken in the pot. Okay, I can explain. I was originally upstairs to take a nap because I take naps in my room, and my room's upstairs. So whenever I'm upstairs in my room, I'm most likely taking a nap, or sleep. Mainly I use my room for sleep and after I take showers to get. Mainly my room is a dressing room, and for me to sleep in. That's what I use my room for. I don't do nothing else in my room, but I was like, she should have known I was finna go to sleep if I was in my room. But at the same time, it is my fault because she did tell me to watch the chicken. But I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Luckily we have a lot of chicken here, so we black. We got a lot of chicken here, so she could recover from that meal, and she's almost done with the meal right now because she had to redo it. But yeah. Luckily, the stove didn't burn down this time. Last time, our house almost burned down. The fire department came. My neighbors came in. We had a fire extinguisher, but it did not have anything. It didn't have anything. It didn't have any extinguishing stuff in there. So we kind of had to use water, and we ruined a lot of towels that day because you're supposed to smuggle the fire let me give y'all some tips on what to do if you have a fire, okay? You catch the fire while it's small. Don't sit there and watch the fire grow because fire grows. Fire grows really fast, okay? So make sure you catch it while it's small. Make sure you have all the fire extinguishers for each scenario. If it's an electrical fire, especially make sure you have an electrical extinguisher because them things, I don't know how, you can't take out an electrical fire with water, okay? Most likely electrical fire you take out with wood, but water, don't do that with electrical fire. Grease fires, you're not supposed to use water, but the last time my neighbors used water because they had to help us get the fire out because he's a man, he was dumping the water. But I was taught in culinary you're supposed to use a dry side towel, but that's whenever it was small. Because our last fire we had at our house, one of my sister cars, I was using dry towels, but the fire was too big. Like the dry towels was working, but the fire kept on growing. So the fire was too big by the time I got all the dry towels from upstairs. So the fire ate the towels up. So we went through 10 towels that day. Make sure you guys have a good alarm system in your house because if you have certain, our alarm system, once the smoke detectors go off, the people from the alarm place already alert the police and stuff like that. So in case you don't have enough time to call the police, in case your phone melts in the fire, they got you. Make sure you get out the house as soon as possible. Make sure you get the pets out the house as soon as possible because you don't want your lungs to fill with smoke and you don't want your pets' lungs to fill with smoke. You love yourself, you love your pets. Make sure you do that. Yeah. What else would I have to say? Anything that's really valuable to you, make sure you grab it. But don't go all the way upstairs and grab it, because I'm pretty sure, no. While the fire's small, if there's anything valuable and you got time, you better grab your stuff, because if it do grow, it's gone. But Yeah, don't open any windows that's close to the fire, because that thing, it's gonna explode and you're gonna fall back. You're gonna, boom, that's gonna happen. Don't do that. Just wait till the fire goes out, and then you can open the windows, let the smoke out. Make sure the firefighters de-smoke your house, because you don't want your house to be smelling like smoke for months. You know. And make sure the night before, the night or the day you have the smoke at your house, the fire at your house, make sure you don't stay there. I would suggest not staying there for like 2 or 3 days, make sure you open your windows and don't stay there for about 2 or 3 days, because you don't want your lungs to fill with smoke. You know, because what's it called? Bronchitis. You don't want that. You don't want that. You guys, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm sorry, Mama, again. I love you guys, and I love you too, Mama. I'm sorry. Bye.